everyone, how are you doing today? What I have for you today in this video is I want to give you guys my thoughts about Samsung's most recently announced Galaxy Note 8. Now, this is the predecessor to the Galaxy Note 7, and let's talk about what I have to say about this. So, all in all, comparing the Note 8 to the Galaxy S8 Plus, it does have a different look to it. It doesn't have like the rounded corners that the Galaxy S8 Plus had, which, comparing the two devices together, I actually don't mind the design of the Galaxy S8 Plus, and that is a very good looking phone. And now when I look at the Note 8, I just feel like that the Note 8's design is just for me. I kind of like the look of the Note 8 a little bit better versus the S8 Plus, but let's say if the S8 Plus was the only choice that I had, I wouldn't mind going with that one as well. And of course, Samsung announced like the dual cameras on the back, as well as some additional features with messages and the upgraded S Pen. All in all, the Note 8, I'm very impressed with it. And after seeing how they developed the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus, after the Note 7 disaster, it seems as if they're finally gone away with that. And you can also tell that they did the same thing for the Note 8 as well. Because I was just doing like a quick look between the specs of the Note 8 and the Note 7. And the Note 7 had, the biggest difference I noticed, other than like the processor specs and the RAM and all that, the biggest thing that I've noticed was the battery, because the battery is what caused the issue for the Note 7 in the first place, which the Note 7 originally had a 3500 milliamp hour battery, and unfortunately the Note 8 has a smaller battery that only at 3300 milliamp hours, also a little bit smaller than the S8 Plus as well. However, I'm pretty sure Samsung did this for safety reasons to ensure that the disasters don't happen again with the Note 8. And Samsung, just by looking at that, they really do appreciate people sticking by them and still using their products, and for not leaving them, but also giving Samsung some time to figure out what the issues were and how to resolve this. And because of that, Samsung apparently had a record for the people who bought the Note 7 originally, but unfortunately had to send it back to Samsung due to the issues that were being caused from the battery. And because of that, Samsung is giving the people who are buying a Note 8 and originally bought a Note 7 a huge discount. I think it was like $300 off or something, 3 or 200. I forgot what the exact price was. And not only that, if you were to pre-order the Galaxy Note 8 right now, between August 24th of 2017 to September 24th, 2017, you have a choice of getting the 128GB micro SD card with the wireless charging for free, or you can get the Gear 360 camera for free as well. And Samsung has stated the price ranges, which the micro SD card and the wireless charging device was like altogether, those two together were like $189. And for the Gear 360 camera alone was like $230. But they give you a choice to get one of those options for free. And for a $930 phone, when I see deals like this, that I could safely say that the price for the phone being this high could be relatively reasonable. Because unfortunately, when I see prices like this most of the time, I'm like, okay, buy it for full retail or buy it fully unlocked. Why would I want to pay this much for a phone? When they throw in deals like this, it's like Samsung really wants to give people like the best customer service out there, even if it meant like just including like a free product in there for a certain amount of time. And once that time frame is up, then they'll go back to like selling it retailly. So unfortunately, this is only for a certain period of time, and it's not lifelong lasting, of course. But hey, Samsung tried to do something to make their customers happy and to make them feel welcome into the Samsung world of Android. And not only that, but also to make up for the people that had the Note 7 initially. So other than that, comparing the Note 8 to the S8 Plus, I mean, there are slight differences here and there, and it really depends up to you on if you think the Note 8 is worth it. Now, is it reasonable to upgrade from the S8 Plus to the Note 8? Well, between the S8 Plus or the S8 and up to the Note 8, there really is no reason to upgrade between those two devices because they're relatively the same, although the Note 8 has a little bit more RAM, it's got a better camera. The upgrades between those two devices are like very minimal. Obviously, if you had like maybe an S7 or an S7 Edge, or even if you had the S6 Edge or the S6 as well, definitely the S6 to the Note 8, I would recommend getting the upgrade if you can. The S7 or the S7 Edge, maybe you could still hold off unless if Samsung's new features on the Note 8 really it pushes you to get it, then that's your reasoning for getting it. As far as going from the Note 5 to the Note 8, I would say it's a huge upgrade, especially since you guys missed out on the Note 7 due to the battery explosions. I'm 100% sure, or like not at least 95% sure, that the hardware in the Note 5 is slightly outdated, and you probably want to jump on the Note 8 just to have the latest and greatest out there, or be close to it at least. I mean, there is the Note FE that is available out there, which is basically a replica version of the Note 7, but I believe those are only selling in foreign countries, like outside of the US or outside of North America. But other than that, depending on which phone you're going off of from, will determine the decision whether the Note 8 is a good upgrade for you. Now, for me, with the Note 4, I'm really considering it. Who knows if I'll actually make the choice or not, because, like, if you guys have been subscribed to me for a while and you've been watching my videos, that you'll know that lately I've been having issues with the Note 4, especially since I switched over to T-Mobile. But I'm really considering about this phone. Not 100% sure. If anything were to happen, then I'll definitely let you guys know. But other than that, the Note 8, I am very pleased with it. The unfortunate part is the price point, but at the same time, I feel like it's also worth it if I have to pay that much for a phone, because honestly, with what it has and what it features and the look of it is really getting on to me. It's worth it for me, but I don't know about you guys. What do you think? Well, would you get the Note 8? Leave a comment down below. Is it worth it? Not worth it? Are you going to stick with your current phone? Do you think you want to switch from an iPhone to the Note 8, or maybe you want to get another Android phone? What do you guys have to say? I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.